Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Rockin' Richard's Movie Reviews. I am going to review a really big, huge, blockbuster movie. Whoopity-doo! Without further ado, telling you what I ate for breakfast or what I had for lunch. Or without telling you what I did today, all day today.
I've been walking barefoot in the park.
The Batman, okay? Yeah, this is my opinion of what I thought of the Batman.
Tell me, what do you know about?
I liked it. I really did. I enjoyed it, even though it was 100 million hours long. No, it was just 3 hours. I so wanted to hate this movie. I really didn't want to like it because there's been how many Batmans have there been so far? I mean, come on. And they always have the same villains. And Maceley, put them together and you get, Maceley? We've had almost as many Jokers as there have been Batmans. And there have been 6, count them 6, Batmans. Let's see, Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, and now Robert Pattison. 6. I didn't know what to think about Robert Pattison playing Bruce Wayne. I thought he was a little bit too young and wasn't mature enough for the role, but he convinced me otherwise. He has a different take on Batman, and I kind of enjoyed it. He made him more down to earth. Even he's his parents died years ago, and he's still depressed over it. He's not outgoing. He doesn't smile hardly at all in the film. There's no difference between Bruce Wayne and Batman. How upset he is over crime and shit and everything, and he's the same way as Bruce Wayne. He just Robert Pattison, I totally bought his performance. I really liked it, and it worked for me. It really did. I want to see more Batman movies with him in it. But anyways, Robert Pattison, the only problem I had with his performance is he his delivery is really slow in the beginning.
Nice to see you too.
The first part of this movie, really hard to describe how I felt.
Or by superior power. They're not easily.
But it slowly picked up steam. Once Robert Pattison, I guess, gets used to talking as Bruce Wayne or Batman on screen, he picks up his speech patterns a little bit quicker. Would I go see it again? If it was 2 hours or less, maybe, but not. Yeah, the 3 hour running time was just a little bit much for me. I did look at my watch a couple times while watching the movie. That's all I'm saying. Okay. And the thing with Robert Pattison was his acting was fine. It's just his physical. The director wanted him to work out, and Robert Pattison refused. I think it would have helped his performance just that little bit more. Humphrey Bogart, Robert Pattison, never got cast as a superhero. Okay, James Dean never got cast as Batman. Okay, you're playing a superhero. They're strong. They have to look strong. Now he changed his story. After a lot of backlash. He said he was joking about not working out. Yeah, and he said he discovered the benefits of fitness through it. Can I call you Bob? Robert?
Call me Bob.
Can I call you Bobby? You didn't know the benefits of fitness before you worked out or started exercising? Noomi Rapace, she worked out, I think, several months before filming The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the original Swedish version.
I exercised a lot of Thai boxing and kickboxing with that. And I also cut my hair and I pierced myself and I took motorcycle driving license.
She gives the performance of the decade. The Batmobile sucked.
That wasn't easy to get over. Don't think that I didn't try.
It just did. It sucked. It's just basically a muscle car with a jet engine on the back. That's all it is. They could have done a better job with the Batmobile. It sucked. And he said they wanted it to look like he built it himself. Why? There's a guy on YouTube who built his own Batmobile. And that Batmobile looks better than this one.
So tell me how this started, like putting this whole thing together.
My father and I have been building cars since I was in short pants.
Just saying.
Besides, I wouldn't want somebody tracing my steps, pointing out all the mistakes I was making.
But the one good thing about one of the good things about this movie is it delves into more of Batman's detective side.
So, you didn't think I was a real detective, eh?
If you're a detective, I'm a monkey's uncle.
Keep your family out of this.
I mean, because that's how he started on the. That's how he started off in the comics. I don't think it was a Batman comic to start off with. It was called Detective Comics, and it featured Batman on the cover, much like Sherlock Holmes or.
Holmes believes your father has been abducted.
Abducted? By whom?
Abductors.
Yeah, I really like that part of the movie. Yeah, Grace Randolph, another YouTube critic, that's what she liked about it too. So, yeah, and I have to agree with her there. That really worked, and it really drove this film. I love how they made a point of letting you know how Batman could be anywhere.
Get out of my shower!
The water's off in my building.
Get out now. And put some pants on.
The fact that they played up that aspect of Batman's character was done really well. It reminded me a lot of John Carpenter's Halloween. How Michael Myers just like he turns up everywhere, like lurking in the background. I thought that was really, really cool. Paul Dano.
Hey guys.
Who has been in like tons of movies. The last thing I remember Paul Dano in was There Will Be Blood, I think, with Danny Day-Lewis, the actor's actor. I bet Paul Dano was glad that Danny Day-Lewis wasn't in this movie drinking his milkshake.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
And he was good. Paul Dano was good. I really liked the costume they put the Riddler in. The funny thing is, it's the first villain that I can remember wears glasses.
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses on, would you?
But when he has the mask on, he wears glasses too. I guess, it makes sense because, what's going to happen? All of a sudden, you can see once you put a mask on your head. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. And he was really good. I really bought him as the Riddler. And I really liked him as the Riddler. I thought it was really well done. The Riddler's not buff, right? And, well, I guess, he has henchmen. That's how he's going to get Batman.
What'd you want me to do? Yell trick or treat at him?
The evil geniuses, the really bad guys, they have henchmen. Yeah, and then when the hero fights them, all of a sudden they know, like, ninja karate or some kind of shit. But that's not the case here, which I really enjoyed seeing that. Didn't they have light switches in the buildings in Gotham City that they can turn on when they walk into a room? I don't know. And thank God they didn't use a Steadicam for fight scenes. Once again, I could tell who's hitting who, and it was a joy to watch the fight scenes. The camera was like, far away. I don't know if they set up a tripod or not, or, had some dolly shots in there. Not a whole lot of Steadicam, and where, it's jiggling. So I thought that was really, really good. Thank you, Matt Reeves. Thank you. And the plot to this wasn't simple.
When all I had to do is just drive around the neighborhood and point my finger at the house and say, the bad guys ain't there.
It was kind of like complicated. It had like three kind of like, there's like a plot and a subplot, and they kind of like tie together. And I thought that was really well done. The story was really, really done well. So I mean, I really, really enjoyed this movie. I now that I think about it, I want to go see it again, even with the 3-hour running time. So I just might. And my advice is watch this in the cinema on the big screen, before it leaves the theaters, okay?
Yeah, any of the screening rooms free this afternoon? Good! Book it for me!
Please do yourself a favor. This is like an epic kind of movie, okay? The musical score really grabbed me. The musical score and the music that they have in this, the songs. I don't know who. I'll have to look it up later, but I forgot to write it down. But I know the musical score is so powerful, and it's done by Michael. I'm gonna fuck up his name, Giacchino, and this guy, he also did the music for Disney's Up, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, and Zootopia. So he's got a good track record as far as like, you know, music. And all those, even though they're animated movies, they had really good music. That I can remember. I like this score better than I did the musical score for The Dark Knight. So let's get into Zoe Kravitz, who plays Catwoman. She was really good. I liked her as Catwoman. She had a really good take on it. She has a catwalk down cold, okay?
That reminds me, I must get my watch fixed.
Her mask, I don't know, could have been better. You know, it's like from her mask, you can't like really tell that she's a cat. I don't know, she could be a badger. She could be a weasel. She could be a possum. And then if Zoe Kravitz comes back for the sequel as Catwoman, give her a better mask, okay? That makes her look like a little bit more like cat-like, okay? But no, I have to hand to I liked Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman better than Michelle Pfeiffer, better than Anne Hathaway, better than Halle Berry. She's my favorite Catwoman so far, besides Julie Newmar, okay? From the original, the Batman, the TV series. But Zoe Kravitz, I like her better than all the movie Catwomans. So I hope she, you know, comes back for the sequel. Even though Zoe Kravitz, I've seen her in interviews and she's kind of like, but yeah, I loved her performance. I thought it was really good. But you also find out that Catwoman, okay, she has a sad backstory too in this movie. Well, she tells Bruce Wayne or Batman about her sad backstory.
Sure as hell don't want to hear I didn't get elected cheerleader story.
Okay, if you're just gonna make a big joke about it.
Maybe to let him know that they both have suffered and like kind of comfort him in his pain or whatever. And it kind of like worked.
What does a girl have to do to go to bed with you?
Try knocking on the door?
Maybe Alfred helped Batman get his Batman voice down. I wonder what would happen if Andy Serkis had Batman talking like Gollum. That's
not listening.
That would have been funny. There's a critic also out there that I'm not gonna say his name, but it's a guy, and is either his first name or his last name starts with an H. Wait, what? Wait, huh? He thought that this movie, The Batman, was a masterpiece.
Just ignore him, honey. He's a Libra.
Really? I mean, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. I'll probably watch it again. You know, I'll buy it on 4K. But a masterpiece? I mean, come on. So when we talk about movie masterpieces, we're talking about what? Like Jaws, Raiders of the Lost Ark, North by Northwest, Psycho, Spartacus, The French Connection, Star Wars, Casablanca, Chinatown, My Fair Lady, Platoon. Okay, so you're saying that The Batman is on par with those movies.
Tell you, now I know why tigers eat their young, you know?
Are you high?
But guess what I am?
You're drunk.
Yeah, it's not a masterpiece, but it's good. It's not a masterpiece. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody drugged his his oatmeal. But Batman does his usual. He has a bat signal in this. They call him with the bat signal.
Like the way Commissioner Gordon tells Batman that he just took a poop. Ugh.
He goes into the city, fights crime, helps out the police.
What makes a man crazy enough to join the cops?
You find out, you let me know, huh?
I really... I cannot forget. God, I'm glad I remembered. Colin Farrell as the Penguin, okay? Now that you know Colin Farrell is playing the Penguin, you can go watch this movie over and over and over again and look closely at the screen when the Penguin's on. There is not a trace of Colin Farrell in there. That's how good Colin Farrell is in this role. The makeup job on him it's fantastic. It's remarkable. But he delivers a awesome performance as the Penguin.
I want a fucking costume.
Like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. I didn't think I was going to. They changed my mind. As it is, if they make a sequel, I'll go watch it. The Batman is right up there with Uncharted. Both are out right now. Both are terrific movies. I would go see Uncharted first, and then I would see the Batman. But anyways, guys, I hope you're doing well. Hope you stay safe. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Batman. But anyways, guys, take care, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Catch you later.